Okay, we're going to go through a little bit of a bucket drumming warm-up just to get your muscles warmed up and getting ready to play. We're going to do a little bit of listening and playing back and forth, and finally we'll work through a couple of different techniques on playing your bucket drum. First, just as a warm-up, make sure that you have both of your sticks, that your bucket is on the floor with the open end facing down so it forms a drum. And I usually like to keep the handle out in front of me on the floor, that way I'm not stepping on it and making any of the metal noises on the ground. And the bucket is firmly on the floor, feet flat on the floor. I usually sit on the edge of my chair. And now we're going to get started with the warm-up. So grab both your sticks and just shake your arms out. We did this back in the drumline unit with our sticks just to warm our bodies up. Just like athletes, musicians also have to warm up parts of their body that are being used. Okay? Roll your shoulders. Stretch to the left, stretch to the right, turn around to the sides. Okay. All right, now we're going to do just a little bit of back and forth playing. I'm going to play a pattern, and then you're going to repeat it right after me. And what I'm looking for is that everyone is listening while I play, and then when it's your turn, that you're keeping a steady beat and also playing the exact same rhythm that I played. Okay? For now, I'm just going to start by using the top of the drum, sort of like just the bassy sound of the instrument. All right? So I'm going to click myself off. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, we're going to try a couple of different speeds or a couple of different tempos. We're going to try things a little bit faster this time. And this time I'm also going to add the rim of the drum. And the way that I play the rim is I reach out in front of me and I have to hit the side of the drum, okay, but the part that's out in front of me at a slight angle. And it's got a slightly different sound again. Here's the top of the bucket, and here's the edge. So it's got like a snare sound to it. So now you need to listen to make sure that you know what part of the drum I'm playing. I mean, if you can't see it, you're going to be listening for it. But check this out. All right, a little bit faster, back and forth. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Did you notice what I did differently about those last two that we repeated back and forth? Do you think that I started out quiet and got loud, or did I start loud and then get quiet? The first one that I played sounded like this, with both sticks together. So what that's called is that's a crescendo, and a crescendo starts at a low volume and eventually gets louder over time. And I did that crescendo both times, but the first time I did it on the drum, the second time I did it on the rim. So those are just some different techniques that you can also use when you're doing your warm-ups. The last thing that I want to do is show you a couple different rhythms using another part of the drum, which is the side of the drum. Now we're not going to get into any crazy like foot techniques yet, but eventually we'll incorporate those in as we get used to hearing and playing some other rhythms as a group. So here we go. I'm going to continue at that same tempo that we just did. This time you need to listen for all three parts: the top of the drum, the side, the rim, and then the side. Okay? So here's my starting tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and awesome. Nice job. Now we're going to move on to our next activity. So please make sure that your sticks are in your resting position or at attention, and have fun with the rest of the period.